Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hi everyone. This is our renowned personality in our society, and we are talking to one of the person from FBR organization. And my name is Vijaya Sohail, and I am from first semester Biomedical Engineering Technology from UOL. And can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you very much. I am Muhammad Asif Chaudhary. I am teaching nowadays in Inland Revenue Services Academy. In our Inland Revenue Services Academy, there are two wings. One is the in-service training program, in which we called our officers for training, and second one is STP, that is the special training program. I also visited different universities as a visiting professor, and gives on lecture on different seminars regarding the career planning of the students.
Right. So actually, I have heard that you are a doctor, a PhD doctor. Can you please explain in which subject you have done your PhD?
Alhamdulillah, thank you very much. I completed my PhD in finance basically. Main subject is finance. The PhD is on a specific thing.
Yes.
That is the tax avoidance. I done my PhD on, my keyword is tax avoidance. Basically the whole topic is that corporate governance impact on the firm performance. I take two proxies of the firm performance, that is the financial performance and social performance, in which we deals in environment, society and governance, etc. And what interrupt the tax avoidance on these performance. That is the whole basically PhD scenario for my PhD. But main keyword is the tax avoidance.
Right. So you can you explain us about the importance of tax paying?
Yeah. Basically, the importance of tax paying, I can tell you about the history of taxation. The history of taxation is started from 3200 BC. So the tax was so important that it increases with the passage of time. And I will tell you an important thing, that when the law of America was framed by Benjamin Franklin, he gave a statement that our law is so comprehensive that there will not be a fall in America in the future. But with the same thing, same sentence, he again said that in this world nothing is certain except death and taxes. So he tells that taxes are so certain as death. As everyone has to die, like that taxes is certain, everyone have to pay the taxes. So the tax is so important and so certain, therefore we cannot avoid it.
Right. So can you explain us about the different types of taxes like custom duty and sales tax, etc.?
In all over the world, there are two types of taxes. One is the direct tax and second one is the indirect tax. Direct tax is that tax which you pay from your pocket. Like you get a salary, your employer will withheld the tax from your earned money. Directly from your earned money, he will withhold tax and deposit into government treasury. But the second one is the indirect tax. In indirect taxes, there are three types of taxes. One is the custom duty, second one is the sales tax, and third one is the federal excise duty. So basic type is two, direct and indirect. Direct is which you pay from yourself, from your earnings, and second one you pay indirectly, like you go on a shop and purchase anything like soap, toothpaste, etc. You will read that they mention price and taxes. That is the sale tax. When the raw material of that good is imported from abroad into the Pakistan, then the tax is paid in the name of customs duty. That tax was paid by the importer, but now you are paying at the consumption state. And like that federal excise duty is same like a VAT. When you are manufacturing, it is on the stage of manufacturing, but when consumed by the end consumer, then he pay. All the taxes are paid by the end consumer, but actually paid to the government that is the manufacturer or importer.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So our next question is, how is tax evaluation done for a salaried person, for a businessman, etc.?
Basically, if we talk about the income tax is basically a progressive tax. Like when your earning will be raised, the rate of tax will be raised. When you are earning up to the 50,000 per month, you will not have to pay any tax because it is for your necessity. But when your salaries rises from 50,000, then there is the stages of taxation. As your salary rise, the stage of tax will rise. As salary rise more, stage of tax will rise more. At the first stage, it is maybe 5%, but at the last stage, the rate of tax is 35%. Mean out of 100 rupees, you will have to pay 35 rupees as a tax. It is a progressive tax. But if we talk about the business is whatever your net profit means. You have to there are a lot of expenditure on the business. You have to deduct that expenditure from your earnings or your net revenue, and then there will be a net profit. On your net profit, there will be whichever in slab you will be, that will be charged from you. And these are the basically progressive tax. High earning, high tax; low earning, low tax.
Right. So don't you think that poor people aren't able to give taxes, and they are actually government burdenize them to give their taxes?
Yes, this is your very nice question. Because poor people should not be, as the basic theory of taxation is that who earns more, he will pay the taxes. But who did not earn more or less tax, he should not be paid. But in scenario of our system in Pakistan, in the side of income tax, the person who is earning up to 50,000, he is not paying any tax. But on the other side, as indirect taxes, every person is paying a tax. He is a poor or a rich, who is consuming more, he is paying a tax. Like that, if a rich person want to purchase a box of soap, he will pay same taxes which is the poor people purchase the box of soap, he will pay the same tax as the rich man pays. But I think there should be only direct taxes. In the developed country, there are a very low rate of indirect taxes to save the poor peoples. But in the Pakistan, there is some situation which are the necessity things like bread, rice, and vegetables, fruits, etc. These are all included in 6th schedule, which is exempt from taxes in the indirect tax. They are trying to save the poor people, but in whole scenario, they are also paying the taxes.
Yes, nice. So actually we haven't told about the full form of FBR. FBR is an organization, its full form is Federal Board of Revenue. And our next question is how digitalization has played an important role in documentation and in tax evaluation and in QR codes, etc.
One important things that you asked from me is that about the documentation. If the economy is undocumented, it is a poison for taxation. If economy is undocumented, you cannot search a people or track a people who have to pay a more tax. If the economy is not documented, it is possibility that like a salary person, every salary person have to pay a tax, then he get the salary. But on the business side, there are a lot of businesses who are earning very high profit, but they did not pay tax because they are not in the documentation. So the documentation is a poison for taxation. One thing, if you want to collect more taxes, then it is very necessary that you have to document your economy. If the total economy will be documented, then in Pakistan you will be surprised that 70% of the population is undocumented. Our 70% economy is undocumented. only 30% economy where we make our policies, and how we can earn for 100 people from 30 people. It's mean that the 30 people will go into a pressure, more pressure for earning of 100 people. If it is will be better if at least 70% will be the documented economy, then 70% can earn for the 30 people. Therefore, one thing that should be documented. Therefore, the FBA, Federal Board of Revenue, and government is trying to document the economy and collect the information from third resources like FIA for traveling of peoples to abroad, and excise and taxation department for registering their vehicles and plots and lands, etc. And FBR is trying by trace and track system. They will stamp every bag of produced goods. They will stamp it, and that will be tracked up to the end consumption stage. Mean every person who will come into the manufacturing and as a treating as a wholesaler, distributor, and then retailer, and who is purchasing on retail, that will also be come in the track. Then trace and track system is one of the very good initiative by the Federal Board of Revenue to document the economy if they run that system. If the system fails, then it will be possible that you cannot document all the economy. And all the manufacturers once documented, then the whole the chain will be documented. And second things is the POS, point of sale, that is our initiated on the retailers. Every consumer who will want to purchase from the retailer, he should require the FBR invoice, that the invoice with the FBR monogram, and the taxes will be paid to the FBR. Then as like in track and trace system, you observe from manufacturer to retailer side, in the POS, point of sales, you will track all the things from consumer to manufacturer side. These are the things that will do the documented the economy. Once I think NADRA has a lot of information regarding the population of Pakistan. If NADRA shares all the information with the Federal Board of Revenue and FIA, Excise and Taxation Department, and all other departments shares their information with the Federal Board of Revenue, most of the economy will be documented. If we go up to 50 to 60%, then I think we will collect almost double taxation then now.
Okay, so I would like to now ask about the problems of tax, like you have experienced so far in this field, regarding taxpayer oriented or tax collector oriented.
Yes, nice question है आपका. And there are a lot of problems that relate to taxpayer side and taxman side. I think most of the problem is from the taxpayer side, because the businesses earn the profit and they have to pay the taxes. But if they did not want to pay the taxes, then they involve the taxman with them. If businesses want to pay exact taxes, like the multinational corporations, as multinational corporation, most of our collection is from LTUs, large tax offices. Up to 90% of the revenue is collected from multinationals or nationals organizations that are a large taxpayer, because they did not involve in tax avoidance, tax evasion, and also the officers of the LTU are less involved in the tax saving situations. But in the CTOs and RTOs, most of the business want to avoid the taxes. Even they try their best to pay taxes to the taxman, but not to the government. If I think the businessman is the main thing who can avoid to the theft of the taxes, they can contribute better. But as there is a documentation of economy, as with the passage of time, all the economy will be documented. All these things will be vanish, as how the taxman will do a corruption and take money where, as every aspect is documented, they will avoid, and the businessman have to pay the tax. So when the documentation increase, all these things will reduces.
Right. So you have explained already the solutions to it. Yes. So hi guys, it was our interview, and it was really nice to meet him and to ask about the taxation thing. And I thought that it would be boring, but actually it was fun, and it was really nice interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.